Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sam, I'm an artist and I help other artists to grow in skills and confidence with my online membership, my online drawing membership, The Joy of Drawing. And I also help other creatives to make serious money from their art, doing something that they love every day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I drew this peacock head in pastel pencils, talking you through what I did. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Starting with the eye, as always, going in with a light brown and then a white around the outside, how it shows up beautifully on the grey pastel mat, adding a little bit of sky with the sky blue, and then edging it with the Payne's grey, adding a little bit of a reflection. I think there's trees in the eye, and I'm gradually blending as I'm going, adding lots and lots of layers, darkening up around the pupil, adding a little bit of detail around the outside, and building up, getting rid of the graininess by going in with lots of different colours. So going in and out with the browns, blending a little bit more, in with the white in the top and a little bit more blue. So you do feel like you are blending as you go with pastel pencils, because you can put light over the top of dark. As you can see, it really shows up. I'm blending with a cotton bud here, which really helps to get rid of the graininess and push the kind of powder into the paper, and then starting to add a little bit of details with the cold greys, a little bit of the ochre there, and going in with the Payne's grey, such a lovely colour. Just working out the shapes and then blending away so that you're working through the layers. I'm going with little backward C's for these feather details, and then I can put in the highlights and the different colours. I don't have to worry about working from light to dark as you normally would with coloured pencils. You know that you can put the lighter colours on the top, and so you can go in and blend as many times as you like, which is lovely. These blues in the pastel pencils are beautifully vibrant. They really show up. These are the Faber-Castell Pip Pastels, and they are beautiful. So going in with a base layer for the beak, as you can see, I'm adding a little bit of blue, a little bit of the pink, and then going in and blending over the top, adding the detail with the dark sepia. I don't generally go in with the black until the end, and then I'm using that same technique for the feathers with backward C's, going in with a lighter colour to begin with, blending in like a turquoise or another colour, and then outlining that, and then I can go in with the highlights on top with the white coloured pencil, and also some very, very light blues, just to bring out the highlights, which you know you can do at the very end. What I generally do is finish a section to about 80 to 90%, and then I can go in and adjust right at the end. Using the same technique for the top, going in with a light blue like an ultramarine and then a turquoise, blending those together, outlining the feathers with the dark, I think this is a dark indigo, or the Payne's grey, and then going in with the highlights and the details, little dashes, little lines in the feathers. And I know that if it looks at any graininess, then I can blend those with either the cotton bud or with the pencils themselves. Going in, adding a little bit more detail to the beak before I move on to the rest of the head. You can see I'm adding the colours, blending with the cotton bud, going in with some different colours, some turquoises and some greens, and then going in with the lighter colours on top to really pick out the highlights and any detail there is in the neck and coming down into the longer part of the neck. Those details in the feathers as well, and blending with the cotton bud here again, using that same technique. Once you've got into your drawing, you can follow that same technique all the way through, and you feel a little bit more comfortable and you get into flow. Lighter colours, working in with the darker blues and the turquoises, outlining the feathers with the dark indigo or the Payne's grey, and then I can go in with the highlights on top, as you can see here, the little dashes and lines, and it really brings everything to life. I can blend with a darker colour again. I don't have to worry about my highlights being lost. I can go in and add those again in at the end, and just glazing over with the Payne's grey just to darken everything where there's shadows, and this is what creates the form. If you don't glaze over the top with some darker colours where the shadows are, then you don't get that shape of the head. And I find it really works with the darker colours like a warm grey 6 or a Payne's grey. You don't lose the blue underneath, but it just darkens it up nicely. Using the same technique for the neck, but I don't want to put as much detail in the neck because I want the focal point to be the face, and so I'm not going in with as much detail. I'm kind of blending out a little bit more so you get a blurry look so that you can focus on the face. I'm still going in with the shadows, and I'm using a little bit of powder, sharpening the pencils with my little sanding block so that I'm not using them too much, and then going in with the highlights, going in and outlining the dark edges of the feathers with the dark indigo, and then I'm just going in with the pink and adding these little details around the face. I don't know what these are called, but they are absolutely beautiful. Going in with lines, going in with dark to begin with, and then you can see that I'm putting the lighter colours on top, which is absolutely amazing. This is why I love pastel pencils. And I love using the combination of coloured pencils sometimes and pastel pencils for other things. The vibrancy of this blue, I think it really worked with the pastel mat and the pit pastels because they really do sing. Just adding some finishing touches now to the face and the neck, darkening up where needs to be darkened, adding some highlights where needs to be a little bit lighter, blending the neck so that it's out of focus a little bit, and then just tidying up some edges, tidying up around the eye, darkening the pupil and making sure that it's not blurry around the edge or grainy around the edge, smoothing out the beak, and we are done. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this helped. You get some tips on pastel pencils and blending and colours and that kind of thing. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. I put tip videos up every Tuesday and art business videos up every Friday, and I really look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.